Hey guys, it's MikeGoG with another Godforge quest video. I did wrap up my main account. Looks like I'm pretty much all done. I got my rank max 6'd out here, and then we got 55,000 on the Aether. I am still doing these. I'm just grabbing the super long ones. I don't think there's any benefit. I'm pretty much done, so I don't know that there's really a purpose to doing it, but I'm in here doing the thing anyways. I figured I'll just keep pressing on. So we do have some summons to get through today. We got 180 on my account. We also have, I think, 60 on my wife's account. We just try to press those on. Again, we're going for those 4 support champions, 5 if you include Isis, support champions to replace Ares. And then potentially if a damage dealer comes in that looks really strong, we might jump in there and swap Ares out for them as well. He sounds to be a single target damage dealer, which could be a nice complement to a AoE damage dealer that a starter champion is. Like when you get to the boss fights and stuff like that, having that single target damage might be a little better. But there's a lot of vagueness around his kit, so I really don't even know he's single target either. So, but anyway, on the weapon, we did get Excalibur that we locked in. We have still not seen Forge Fire come through here, which is, I think, my first choice. So we're going to keep on sitting tight there. We got this locked in, but we have not chosen it. Hopefully we see Forge Fire come in. Realistically, there's much time that's left in the game. I could actually probably unlock Excalibur and get a shot 3 times a day at it. But, you know, I figure with the next, we got over a month to go. So I probably will see Forge Fire come in here at least once, I would hope. So we'll get that dialed in when it happens. On the Imprint, the more homework I've done, the more I feel like I'm kind of locked in here on Sun Wukong's Imprint. Today we got Grendel over here with 20% HP for the heroes missing, increase their speed and initiative by 5%, which is pretty cool. And then Anubis, when a hero is defeated, increases hero's turn meter by 10%. So again, coming back to Sun Wukong's, I think getting immortality for 2 turns and then a 25% chance to do a joint attack, I think is going to be stronger. So I think that's going to be pretty good. I'm tempted to just choose this right now. But, you know, I figure we'll sit tight just in case another one pops up that sounds cooler. But, you know, everything I see, it seems like that's going to be the one that I'm anxious to take. All right, but without further ado, let's get into it. We got 180 summons, 180 plus 60, I believe, if I got all that right in my head. But we'll get after it, see what happens. See if we get a little bit lucky here. Again, we're just looking for gold on this because we've already got summoning. We've already summoned our legendaries, so we're looking to better our position. So we're gonna go through. There goes 20 of them, just like that. All rares on that one. We got an epic. Again, it's so fun to see new faces in here. I really can't wait till this game comes out. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be really fun. All right, so we got another epic there. Let's see here. All rares again. So far, no luck on the account today. Oh man, we're getting beat up. We're getting beat up pretty bad here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more lucky at the end here. I did have a little bit of luck at the end of my summon session on my last pull, so it might just be a little bit. I don't know if they actually put in a pity system in here or what the actual drop rates are for this particular event. Hopefully they're a little bit inflated for where the game's going to be. Or I guess it'd actually be better if they weren't inflated and then they'd be better in the game. But I do think having drop rates be too friendly or too generous can be a problem for the longevity of these games. And I think that's one of the issues we ran into with King Arthur, is they were just way too generous. So every account had every character if you played long enough. And I think aspiring to get new characters is really part of the fun of these games. So when you have everybody on your account, man, I am getting beat up. When you have everybody on your account, there's less to look forward to. So hopefully we could get a little bit luck. 180 summons. I feel like we should get at least one legendary to 180. Oh, I thought that might have been it. I lost count of how many I got left, but we got to be getting close. So hopefully my wife has better luck than I did. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, we got another 10. We got another 10. Keep going. One of these has got to be good. Oh my gosh, finish. Oh, we got one more. I thought that was the last one in the chamber. Let's see here. Another all rares. That's brutal. Ah. Oh, they're still going. Still going. Man, I lost count big time. Hey, oh, that is amazing. So we got our Heimdall. I gotta feel like Heimdall is the favorite champion in this summoning pool. I think he's probably the safest bet because he just is gonna be really clutch. I think based on everything I've seen, the only champion that I would step outside of Heimdall for, I think, would be Vivian, and I don't know that she's better. Her kit sounds fun, and she sounds like she's gonna be a phenomenal champion. But I gotta feel like Heimdall is the favorite hero in this. So we're gonna go ahead and select Heimdall. We're gonna say goodbye to Ares. He's scary. He's eerie. So we got Heimdall on the account. That is incredible. That's a fantastic pull. How many more we got? On our last 10 pull, we got that. It took 180 to get one legendary, but we did get a fantastic one. So I can't be too sad about that. Let's switch over to my wife's account and see if she can be as lucky. All right, so it took us a while to get my wife's account up and running. So we've actually only been in for 4 days, kind of slow in the beginning, getting our rank up, taking some of those big chunks, 12 hours, 24 hours sometimes. And she is free to play, so she's not getting the double speed, and she doesn't have the third unlock spot here. So it's been a little bit of a grind getting this up, moving it forward. But you can see we're moving in the right direction. She does already have an Anubis on the account, which is a great pull. She could do way worse, but hopefully we can get that a little better. Talk to her. She seems like she's pretty much excited about the same characters I am, but we'll see as we pull how much better we can get than Anubis. So we got 60 summons to get through here, and we'll see if she can have a little more luck. I had a fantastic pull, but it took me 180 to get to it. So hopefully she's a little luckier than I am. That being said, on her first 10 pulls, she got the Anubis. So, you know, she's doing pretty good if you're taking that into account. But let's see here. We got fall rares. We got 40 more. Let's see if we can get lucky. Get us some gold. Get her some gold today. She would love to start with a Vivian. I'm sure of it. Let's see if that'd be actually kind of cool if she started with a Vivian, I start with a Heimdall. Then I could really kind of base and see which one was the better choice. We got 20 more summons to go. Got Epic coming in over here. All right, last 10 for these guys here. And, oh, an Apollo. All right, let's do a little homework and see what we can find out about Apollo.
But we're going to go through all of the kits where I've got a good amount of info. So there's a bunch I'm going to have to skip, like Anu, like Apollo.
So that's pretty unfortunate. Simon doesn't have anything to tell us about Apollo there, but let's go ahead and take a peek at our trusted AI resource and see if there's any information there for us to find out. So our trusted friend AI is telling us that they don't have any information either, but his role likely involves buffing allies with light, healing, stunning, blinding foes, that kind of idea. So in the healing element of things, that's pretty interesting. You know, buffing allies would put him probably in the support category, which I think is going to be a good move, because we do have the damage dealers with the starter champions. So theoretically, I think Apollo could be a better fit than Anubis. But we were going through Anubis's kit, and he has Despair and Corrupt, and he does look pretty strong as well. So I'm going to have to defer to the boss and see what she wants to do. But I will check that out. I also looked into Ragewood's. Ragewood is speculating, because he is in the unknown category, that he's probably going to be either S tier or A tier, but that's just a guess as far as that goes. So that's kind of a tough thing to kind of figure out as far as what we should do from this point on. But after talking to the boss, we're going to go ahead and we're going to gamble on Apollo. We're going to bring and select this hero and replace Anubis. Again, just because there's a lot of overlap in the damage dealer. Anubis is kind of a damage dealer / crowd control. He also has the ability in his ultimate to heal himself or put a shield on himself, which makes him a little more tanky. And being a brawler, you can build him with a lot of HP to make him more tanky as well and get a little extra damage from that HP. But that being said, I think his kit is going to be more geared towards damage dealing, which is going to overlap your starter champion. Whereas I feel like Apollo is probably going to be more in that support, maybe getting us some attack up, maybe some defense downs. Hopefully something along those lines that's going to help your team do a little better. So we're going to choose new. Good chance by the time we get all the way to the end, we're not even holding on to Apollo anymore anyway. but for the time being, we're going to put him in there, and we're pretty excited about it. I do have another decision to make too now that I did pull Heimdall. The actual weapon with Excalibur is probably going to be a better fit, at least for Heimdall. This would be a fantastic weapon for Heimdall because it increases damage inflicted by all allies by the percentages for each buff placed by this hero. So he does place a lot of buffs on your heroes, and therefore they would all do more damage because of this particular weapon. So that being said, that definitely makes Excalibur a little bit more appealing to me, just because I think Heimdall does, I think it's 3 or 4 buffs he places on your champions. So that's going to be tough. So I'm still going to look for Forge Fire and see if it pops up, and then I'll have a tough decision to make. But this is going to be a great backup plan if it doesn't pop up. If it pops up, that's a problem for future Mike, and he can figure out exactly what he wants to do. But I think that's about what I got for you guys today. We're probably going to wait a few days to launch the next video just because we stack up some summons and see what's going on in the account. Keep pressing on the wife's account, get her Aether, hopefully up to 55,000. It's going to take a little bit longer being free to play. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end, and I look forward to seeing you next time.